Hi, my name is Kirsten Raschko, and I'm a program manager with IEM. What excites me most about my future at IEM is the intangible amount of opportunity to provide services to those who really need it in some of the most devastating situations. From Katrina to most recently Helene, IEM has provided services for individuals who have been impacted in ways they couldn't have predicted. And knowing that our future is, it contains the possibility of being able to do that for disasters we can't predict is so meaningful and important in a way that can't be quantified. What I envision for the next 40 years with IEM is a lot of innovation, which of course is in our name, especially given the new direction that our federal government is going. I think there will be a lot of opportunities for growth, exciting growth and expansive growth in ways that we didn't necessarily anticipate, but all the same really interesting pathways forward as to how we can support local communities and states with emergency response. So solving problems in a whole different way, especially within the next 40 years with new technologies that we might not even anticipate. There will be a lot of just wonderful ways that we can support and help people. I wanted to work for IEM because emergency management is very exciting to me. I love the idea of contributing to the U.S. as a whole and supporting with different disasters and emergencies as they come up from different governmental perspectives, solving problems, and foremost, most importantly, helping those in need and finding innovative ways to help those in need to make sure that we are helping the lives of so many people who have been impacted after an emergency or disaster. One instance that I can remember of IEM supporting during an emergency or disaster, that a story that comes to mind is actually I used to be a client of IEM's. I worked for the state of California. And when I worked for the state of California, I called upon IEM, which is how I was introduced to the company. And they were able to provide the services that I needed in a timely fashion. And they were very much so able to course correct on new directions, on new guidance that was issued, and stand down when we needed them to, stand up when we needed them to. And we really appreciated their ability to partner with us and provide services to the population we were helping. What IEM means to me personally is the opportunity, again, to support individuals. IEM means a chance to take my privilege, my ability to be in a safe location, not be stricken by an emergency or disaster, and take my capabilities to support those in need, and really move them forward as I would hope they would do if I was in an emergency. So it means reciprocity, and it means human kindness in the way that I hope to give it back to the world. IEM has impacted me and my community because I live in Denver, Colorado currently. And in Denver, they did provide emergency management services for mass care and sheltering, giving so many unhoused individuals, migrant populations, the shelter that they needed that would not have been operational if IEM didn't step in. And additionally, before I started with IEM, they did the same in California. When we had a mass care emergency for sheltering, they were able to shelter thousands of people with their support on a daily basis, make sure that they had all of the basic amenities that were required, and make sure that they were safe. So I've been personally affected as an individual by IEM as well. I think in the next 40 years, IEM will still be in the emergency management game, but in a big way. We will be leading a lot of the conversations around emergency management, especially as FEMA is evolving in a different direction. I believe IEM will be able to support in the development and creation of what makes sense next for the country of the United States. If I could summarize what IEM means to me in one word, it would be possibilities. There's so many possibilities and opportunities within IEM and external to IEM to support individuals throughout the United States. Emergencies are unfortunately continuously evolving in our country and internationally. and there's endless possibilities in the ways that IEM can support individuals in need during an emergency. Congratulations, IEM, on 40 years of success.